Oh, hi there! Yes, your eyes are seeing right. That is a small fish in a fight against a massive blue dragon. Why did this happen? How did this happen? Well, sit tight, grab a snack, and let me tell you a story about the little fish that could. Hello everybody, Pokemon Trainer Diet here with another challenge video. The last time I attempted one of these, it didn't go so well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to my last challenge video where I tried beating Pokemon Platinum with only a penny. I recommend you watch that video because I don't think anyone else deserves to go through that torture. I'll leave a link down in the description and an iCard should pop up on screen to take you there. I also have a crystal run with only a Tyrogue, so if you have a chance, give that a watch too. As always, if you enjoy these kinds of videos, be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, leave a like and comment down below on what challenges you want to see next. Today, I'll be traveling to Sinnoh again, to see if I can claim the title of champion with only a Finneon. Finneon is a very overlooked Pokemon since it's not that great of a water type Pokemon. Many people tend to forget it even exists because it is so underwhelming, not even its design helps it get a glimpse of popularity. Let's be real, it's just a fish. To be honest, I've always liked Finneon and Luxray. They may not be good Pokemon, their designs might not be that great, and their stats are lacking, but I think Finneon is kind of adorable and Luxray has a weird beauty to it. I'm currently taking care of my own fish pond, so I thought it would be cool to use the most basic of fish Pokemon for a challenge. The rules are as usual. I may only use Finneon for battling, but other Pokemon may be used for HMs only. No items may be used in battle, no glitches, bugs, or cheats, except for overusing the speed up button. Don't judge me, Gen 4 games are super slow. Before starting the game, I used the universal randomizer to change one of our starters to Finneon. I chose to replace Piplup because Barry would choose Turtwig and then put us at a disadvantage. We're attacked by a few wild birds which we easily defeat and bestow our Finneon with a name given to it by my wife. Checking out our Pokemon, I found out she has a sassy nature, which increases her special defense but lowers her speed. Thankfully, we get the likes to run trait, so her speed isn't absolutely abysmal. We also have Storm Drain as an ability, so that helps us nullify water attacks altogether. So that's what I thought, and I was right. Storm Drain does that, starting in Generation 5. In Generation 4, it's basically useless on single battles. So we get a bad nature and a useless ability. Well, that only makes this more of a challenge. Back to the video. A few routes and trainer battles later, I find Barry, and our first rival battle of the game. Thankfully, we have Water Gun, so I can actually use the same type attack bonus move to help speed things along. Starly was a bit of a challenge since it kept spamming Quick Attack, but we end up defeating it with over half of our HP. I come to realize that due to Turtwig's high defenses, our Pound was not going to do much damage at all, and with Water Gun being resisted, we were forced to grind again. Thankfully, Finneon's level up moveset is actually quite decent, and with it being in the erratic level group, grinding shouldn't be too much of a chore. After getting to level 13 and learning Attract and Rain Dance, I decide to challenge Barry once again and use Happiny level strategies. Thankfully, my Finneon is a female, and the overabundance of NPC male Pokemon make Attract an excellent move to have in our kit. We may not have Swift Swim, but Rain Dance still powers up our water moves. That, in combination with Water Gun, helps us gain the advantage over Barry. The first gym is a rock type one. We dig out leader Rourke out of Urber Mines and proceed to obliterate his entire team with stab water attacks. We set up Rain Dance first for the added bonuses. We take a single hit from Geodude but proceed to spam Water Gun against the rest of his team, leaving Rourke and his gym completely flooded. Our next stop is the Valley Windworks, where we get our first major battle against Team Galactic. The grunts here were easily taken care of, but Mars was a different story. We failed the battle a few times because her Perugly is always a hard battle. A few levels later, and we managed to take it down with ease. I have to take advantage of the grinding in Eterna Forest because we are accompanied by Cheryl, who heals up our Pokemon after each battle and helps us prepare for our next gym battle against Gardenia. Having come off of a Platinum challenge, I'm really starting to feel lost playing Diamond. It's been so many years since I've played it, and if I need to come back to Gen 4, I usually go for Platinum or Heart Gold and Soul Silver. that when I actually first stepped foot in Eterna's gym, I was genuinely lost in what I had to do. I ended up figuring it out after I found the first trainer and followed the clues to Gardenia, which makes me think that even though Platinum is a definitive version of Diamond and Pearl, this previous game did have some things I prefer over the later counterpart, Eterna's gym being one of them. I never thought the clock mechanic in Platinum made any sense, so looking for grass type trainers in a forest maze is actually my preferred method. Okay, enough talking about the gym's design and let's get to the battle with Gardenia. I have a water type Pokemon. She has grass types. You can figure out how hard this fight was. Her Roseray's extreme special attack made quick work on Tommy time and time again. I was forced to grind many times before I was actually able to take her down. I wanna say it was strategy and good planning that got me the win, but in reality it was just a lucky confusion by Water Pulse and Roserade hitting itself in confusion at the right turn that gave me the win. Our next major battle is right here in Eterna as well. Team Galactic is making trouble for the local populace, so it's our responsibility as a 10-year-old child to take matters into our hands and fix the situation. Jupiter wasn't a hard battle like Mars. At this point we're pretty overleveled and Tommy's moveset is quite useful, so we can run through most of our battles. In these games, the Hearthome Gym is the 5th one, contrary to being the 3rd in Platinum, so our Fantina PTSD can wait for a bit. Before we make it to Stonevale, there are a pair of trainers that are known to end many Nuzlocke runs, those being Ace Trainer Dennis and Ace Trainer Maya. I thought they were gonna be super easy because it's raining on the route, so I don't have to waste turns setting up rain, and I had to take them on one by one since I only had one Pokemon on my team. Tommy ended up on 5 HP after both battles, and I actually thought I had to grind to fight them again, but I got lucky. Finally on Veilstone, I buy the TM for Blizzard, which is a move that will definitely help Tommy's moveset and fit our long-term needs. Making our way to Maylene, I got reminded of yet again another gym's design different that I prefer over Platinum's. Having taught Tommy Aqua Ring was a good move, I believe. Sure, I may have to set up 2 different moves at the beginning of almost every battle, but they help in the long run. Meditite was taken care of easily after our setup. During our Machoke battle, we ended up back at full health, with Rain up and ready to fight her Lucario. See? I told you guys the setup was worth it. We start off by using an attract on Lucario to give it a 50% chance of not attacking us. I have to set up Rain Dance again and begin our Water Pulse spam. Sadly, Lucario's Form Spawn does massive damage and paralyzes us. Thankfully, it all plays out in the end and we defeat Maylene against all odds. Crasher Wake awaits us down in Pastoria, and you know how people say you fight fire with fire? Well, we did that, but with water. We begin the battle by using Attract as usual, this time not using Rain Dance, since I replaced it with Whirlpool for some passive damage every turn. The battle against Gyarados is a wild back and forth, but we managed to beat it thanks to Whirlpool. Quagsire was easily taken care of with a few Water Pulses, which only left Floatzel for us to deal with. Our strategy is basically the same, so I'll speed up through this. At the end, we teach Brian to dummy, replacing Whirlpool. I follow a shady individual in Pastoria City, but we are interrupted by our rival, yet again. We are way over level for this battle, so it was actually pretty easy. Starly gives us no challenge, Grottle takes a few hits, but since its special defense is so low, we can take it out by spamming water attacks, even if they are resisted. Ponyta was easily one-shot with Buizel following suit. We finally catch up with the Galactic Grunt and absolutely destroy him. Cynthia gives us a special medicine for Psyduck so we can actually progress through the game. We drug up the Psyduck, traversed the thick fog, gave a charm to a grandma, came back to Hearthome to face Fantina. Hearthome's gym is one I actually prefer in Platinum. I think finding the door in the dark is way better than math puzzles? Who thought this was fun? Why a math puzzle? What do ghosts have to do with math? It makes no sense. Sorry, I have to compose myself. So, Fantina was as horrifying as ever. Thankfully, we have Blizzard to easily knock out Drifloon. We can't count on a track for this fight since Miss Magius is our toughest Pokemon and it is a female. We had to come back to this fight quite a lot, but we managed to take down the Drifloon with ease. Mismagius was knocked out by a miraculous critical, but then came Gengar, who only left us with 1 HP before we took it down. If I had been knocked out then, I would have had to replay the entire battle, and I honestly don't think I would have gotten lucky a second time. Now with Surf, I make my way to Canalave, where we have to battle Barry once again. Thankfully, Tommy has moves to counter his entire team this time. Staravia and Grotto were both taken down by Blizzard. Ponyta didn't survive a Surf. Heracross was quickly taken care of thanks to its quad weakness to flying type moves and us having access to bounce. Weasel was another easy battle. Now we battle Byron, Canalave's gym leader. Our fight with Bronzor takes quite a turn when we get confused and put to sleep. Our HP drops to dangerous levels as Bronzor keeps getting healed and we keep hitting ourselves in confusion. Thankfully, after an arduous battle, we take out the Bronzor with only 21 HP left. Steelix was an easy one-shot with Surf, which bumps up our level by 1. We use Attract against Bastiodon because I know I have no way of knocking it out in one hit. Thankfully, my plan works and we're able to pick off Bastiodon to get the Canalave's gym badge. I move along to Lake Valor, where we take care of Saturn. I go to Lake Verity and demolish Mars once again. I make my way to Snow Point City to challenge the 7th gym. Snover was easily taken care of by a single bounce. Abomasnow was dealt with the same way as its predecessor, thanks to it using Swagger on us, which basically gave us a free win. Sneasel was one-shot thanks to our buffed up fish. Metachamp had absolutely no chance of anything. With the 7th batch in the bag, it's time to progress through the story again. Back at Veilstone, we barge into the Galactic HQ and charge into battle against Cyrus. First up was Murkrow, who we quickly knock out with a few hits. Golbat was easily one-shot by Blizzard. Sneasel was a bit tougher since it actually managed to hit us a few times before we took it down to red health. Cyrus heals it up with just a super potion, but we can finish the job with a powerful Surf. After Cyrus, we fight Saturn again for the fate of the 3 Pixies. It's a complete joke of a fight. We just fought your boss. You're nothing. It's time to take our hiking equipment and go climb Mount Coronet. The road there was easy, the only obstacles were the galactic runks on our way, but they were easily taken care of. We witnessed time itself being manipulated by the legendary Pokémon Dialga, in what I have to admit is one of the coolest cinematics in a Pokémon game to date. Not the best, but it was pretty awesome to relive it after so many years. A last battle against the Galactic Commanders begin. Thankfully, Battery is there with us, so this should be easier. And it actually was. Anytime I had to reset the Commander battles was because the Cyrus battle is right after, giving you no chance to save. So if I lost against Cyrus, I had to fight Mars and Jupiter again until I won all 3 battles back to back. The last Cyrus battle is, by far, the toughest one in this run. I had to restart over and over again, grind Finneon and rebattle the commanders countless times. But there was one where everything worked in my favor. Hunchcrow for some reason used Embargo with blocks item usage, but since we're not using items, it was a free turn to knock it out with Blizzard. We managed to paralyze Gyarados with Bounce. We can hit with 1 Giga Impact, but between paralysis and the rest turns, we knocked it out. Weavile manages to damage us, but with another lucky paralysis, we defeat it. Crobat was last, and a single Blizzard was enough to take it out, granting us our victory against Cyrus. I heal up Tummy and face off against Dialga. I wanted this to be a fight. I was not going to Master Ball it for an easy win. Blizzard deals about half HP with Roar of Time taking over half of ours. We surf, Dialga rests, we surf again and bounce for the win. Tommy has defeated 7 gyms, an evil organization and a time deity. Nothing stands in our way now, except for the 8th gym leader, Volkner, the scuffed Minato cosplayer who starts off with a Raichu, trying to appeal to my soft side by leading with my favorite Pokémon. 2 surfs and it was easily taken care of. Next up was Luxray, who fell to 2 Blizzard, but not after lowering my defenses with Crunch. His 3rd Pokémon was the electric type monkey Ambipom? Oh, I mean, Diamond and Pearl had some strange team compositions. Anyway, it gets intimidated by Tommy's mere presence, and Baton passes out of there into another electric type Pokemon. Wait, Octillery? Seriously, what's wrong with Diamond and Pearl? Octillery turns out to be quite a problem because it has Bullet Seed, which hits multiple times, bringing our HP to dangerous levels. After an Octazooka, which lowers our accuracy, and being left at only 5 HP, we managed to take Octillery down. Apom was last. We only have 5 HP and it luckily doesn't have Fake Out, but we are at a disadvantage. Thanks to some miraculous dice roll, our Surf hits, but it doesn't knock it out. So we have to restart the battle. Wait, it uses Nasty Plot? We have one more chance! Surf manages to connect again and Ambipom is out. The 8th gym badge is finally ours. It's been 18 hours since we started our adventure and we have done so much with just a single fish. We only have the Victory Road, a rival battle, the Elite Four, and the champion to beat. Let's take this to the end. After an arduous climb, we are finally here, but Barry decides to get beat one last time before we become the champion. Like I've said before, Tommy has a counter to everything on his team. Staraptor goes down to 1 Blizzard, Torterra suffers the same fate with our Fishy just dominating. Snorlax is a wall, but not a wall that can't be taken down. We spam Waterfall, getting flinches left and right until Snorlax faints. Heracross is easily dealt with after just bouncing once. Floatzel is the last hurdle before the Elite Four, a counter to Tommy, but we can just bounce away until we win. Oh yeah, I forgot he had a Rapidash, so we just surf that and win. I wish I could say Aaron was a clean sweep, but it took a few tries to even get past his Dustox. With it setting up double team and poisoning me, it was always a first rough battle. Thankfully, I had a little item called the Razor Claw on my backs, which I gave to Tommy, and that changes the story altogether. A mix of critical hits and max roll damage turns the table on my favor and makes Aaron the easy fight we all deserved. Bertha was an absolute cakewalk. She only uses ground types. I have a water type. You do the science. Next up was Flint, a fire type user, and it was an easy battle overall, except for Lopunny. It sets up Sunny Day, so my water type moves aren't as effective. It also has Charm and Cute Charm as an ability, so I can't focus on using physical attacks either. I am left relying on Surf. There's just one slight problem with that. The rest of his team was absolutely no challenge, except for Drifloon, who forced us to reset the battle from the start again and face Lopunny. A few resets later, and we are able to grab the win. We start the battle with the last of the Elite Four, Lucian. I think we can take him down easily, but we're running out of power points in our attacks. I thought wrong. We get wiped again and again by Medicham and Alakazam. Mr. Mime setting up screens at the beginning of the battle really sets us back. There's only one thing left to do. We have to swallow our pride, we have to go out there, we have to grind again. And we have to farm Lepa berries. A ton of them. We try a few times with no success, but we decide to apply Occam's Razor to our strategy. The simpler solution is more likely to be correct, so we keep it simple. We don't go chasing waterfalls, we bring them to the fight. With a flurry of spammable waterfalls, we win the fight, and at last, we are face to face with champion Cynthia. The battle starts off with Spiritomb. We start off by attacking with Waterfall, which works in 2 hits after flinching Spiritomb. Roserade was easily taken out by Blizzard. Gastrodon went down in 2 hits as well. Lucario posed absolutely no challenge to us this time, and we managed to get to Garchomp with very high HP. We just need one Blizzard to connect, As it does, Garchomp is out of the way. Milotic is the last Pokemon between us and victory. This battle was a long and drawn out one. We start by bouncing and paralyzing the Milotic, but it sets up an Aqua Ring, healing it passively every turn. We bring it down to red health, but that only meant the battle was reset after Cynthia uses a full restore. We just keep spamming Waterfall, fishing, no pun intended, for our flinches, which we get a few times, bringing Milotic to red HP and in range for a final Waterfall to knock it out. Well, that was quite the adventure if I do say so myself. I never thought I would be able to beat the 4th generation game with only a Finneon. As I said at the beginning of the video, Finneon is usually not a water type Pokemon anyone chooses to use. With so many other choices, it's usually just left behind, but I wanted to give the little fishy a chance. And it did way better than I was expecting. Better than Happiny anyway. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had a blast making it, and I had a blast playing through Diamond again with only a Finneon. It wasn't as horrifying as an experience with Happiny, it was actually quite fun. So if you guys want to try it, I honestly recommend you using a Finneon. It'll give you more appreciation for the little fishy. Or maybe you would like to try to use another Pokemon. Or maybe you want to see me try another Pokemon. And if you do, please leave it in the comments down below. But if you like this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos of me. I'm currently playing through Pokemon Emerald using a randomized Nuzlocke rule set, and it's going pretty well so far. Hopefully the next Pokemon are easier to take out. Oh no! Why?